Hello my friends, my name is Dragonheart, the Prince of Wales, and this is my wife, Panda, Princess of Wales.
Yeah, because I changed that.
First of her name, Protector of the Realm and whatnot.
Protector of the Dragons.
Protector of the Dragons. And welcome to a special video on the channel where we will be talking a little bit about the wedding, which we had on the 17th of September. We'll be saying a few thank yous to people, we'll talk a little bit about the day, and I'll share with you some of the photos that we've had so far from the day itself. So where shall we start, Panda? Where would you like to begin with this video? So the beginning of the day? Or
the beginning of the day. Let's go from the beginning of the day.
So what were you doing on the beginning of the 17th of September? By the way, before we get into that, you know, the cats are running around, they are playing.
So if you can hear bells, the cats.
So they're going to be a bit nuts. So they've been sleeping for like an hour or so, haven't they, downstairs? So they're high up on energy. So yeah, beginning of the day, what happened?
We woke up.
Yeah.
Which is really unconventional anyway, because we stayed together the night before.
Yeah.
Okay. So you made me a cup of tea in bed.
I did actually.
I remember that.
Yeah.
And then I went off to go and get hair and makeup done. And then you stayed with the cats for like an hour?
Yeah.
Not like an hour, it was like 3 hours.
Yeah, so you'll know this if you watch the channel the last few weeks, but I made that video where I discussed the wedding for like 5 minutes, and then I spent 15 more minutes talking about my channel and channel art and where I'm going, because I had like 3.5 hours in the morning to kill. I'm sitting there in my tracksuit bottoms downstairs on my tablet, lying on the settee, just bored, not knowing what to do. And I was like, if I just keep thinking about the wedding, I'm just going to work myself up. I'm just going to be calm about it the whole day, which you'll see come into effect in a little bit with my story. But I was like, I'm just going to do something a bit proactive. So like, I got the house myself. The cats are asleep. They're fine downstairs. I'm just going to go upstairs and make a video. So I just like made the first thing I could think of, which was like, oh, let's talk about the wedding. Let's talk about the channel and where I'm going with it and the art and stuff. So that's what I did to kill a bit of time. I edited, uploaded, etc. And that killed a bit of time for me. And then my day sort of picked up then. My mother phoned me and said, right, we're going to pick you up now, and then we'll bring you back over to our house and we'll eventually get ready. So that happened. I'm there in my tracksuit bottoms. I get a message from our photographer on Facebook to say, oh, where do you live, or where do your parents live? I'm heading over there now. I'll be there in about 10 minutes. I'm thinking, oh shit.
That was my fault.
That was your fault. So the photographer was over with you.
Yeah, so like I went to have my hair and makeup done professionally, and like I was in the salon and they did like a spread of food and like champagne and orange juice for me and stuff like that, which was so sweet. And the photographer comes in and he's the sweetest guy ever. And he comes in and he's like taking the pictures and all that and whatnot. It's like, this is where the pictures from the bridal prep will be. And we got back to my parents' house and we had about an hour to kill. Funny that, isn't it?
Yeah.
So then he said, where are Richard's parents? Are they close to here? And I was like, oh, it's about a 10-minute drive. She looks at his watch, like literally like this, looks at his watch, and he goes, oh, I can make it back there and back, and you know, be back in time to take pictures of you getting into your dress and everything. And he went, so what's the address? And I'm like, how can I tell him now that I don't think they'd want him there?
Yeah.
So you can't. It's so awkward. So then I had to basically give him the directions, like give him the postcode and everything. And I phoned your mother to say the photographer's on his way. And then his mom forgot to tell everyone.
My mother forgot to tell me.
She just didn't tell anyone.
So I'm in my old bedroom over my parents' house, and I'm there. I got green tracksuit bottoms on. I've got a shirt on. I got.
Actually, the shirt you're wearing now.
Yeah, I think did I have my slippers on? I think I got a funny feeling I wore my slippers over my parents. I think I probably did that. I can't remember. But I'm there, just chilled out. My phone goes off. I'm having a look at it. Why is the photographer asking where my parents' address is? What's he on about? And I sort of read between the lines, and then I was like, message you, I think then. I was like, what's going on? And he was like, oh, he's coming over now. I was like, oh, for God's sake. So I quickly take my top off. I stick the white shirt on that I'm wearing on the day. The photographer, my best man Tom arrives, and his partner Bethan. And literally a minute after they arrive, the photographer pulls up in the street, and he arrives as well. So they all convene at my parents' house at one stage.
And your sister came.
And my sister came with my niece and nephew and her husband. So then they're all like crowded in this house, and my parents' house isn't that big. Like they're all like queuing up in the corridor, more or less, in the hallway, and I'm like, oh god, alive. So he's like taking photos of me. My best friend Tom was trying to help me get dressed. He hasn't got a clue what he's doing. He's got a YouTube tutorial on how to do a tie.
The photos are lovely though.
Bethan's trying to do it. She doesn't know what she's doing. I'm like, forget it. I'm going to do it myself. Because
you have to do it yourself.
I do it myself. Yeah. It's easier to do your tie yourself. It's the same with like your shoelaces. If you can do your shoelaces fine, you can do your tie fine. But when you got to do somebody else's, you're doing everything in reverse, and it's a bit more challenging. So I did the tie. It wasn't a problem at all. I eventually obviously got dressed, and Tom put the cufflinks on. Then I told him to do it the other way because he did it wrong. He had one way and one the other way.
We haven't got any pictures of the cufflinks.
We haven't, but we do have the cufflinks. They're over in the wardrobe drawer over there. So
they're in my drawer now.
They're in your drawer. Anyway, they don't need to know about
that. I want to show pictures of the cufflinks.
Well, we can take some and put them in post-production. So if we do that, then great. Well done, future Dragonheart. But so yeah, that was like my morning, and then so this is the big story now. This is where things take a turn for the worst. So biggest day of our life. We're getting married on the 10th anniversary that we started going out with each other.
Yep.
We've been living together. Obviously this year, moving in, we've had the cat. A lot's happened to us in our lives, but this is obviously the biggest moment for it. And the Jaguar comes up. So my parents very kindly hired me a Jaguar for the wedding.
Just like to point out that I was right yet again.
Yeah, so the Jaguar pulls up, old guy gets out, and he's like, which way do you want to go to the wedding? Do you want to go over the mountain, or do you want to go the roadway? So where we live, we're not far from a mountainside, which basically is like a common. It's called a common, and it's a lot of farmland. It's a lot of long winding sort of one lane roads, a lot of pull-ins and stuff. Be quite high up. It can be quite dangerous, especially sort of this time of year, I suppose. Where So anyway, I said to him, no, we'll go the other way. We won't go the mountain way. We'll go the roadway, because I just thought it makes sense. Just get in the car, asking the usual stuff. How long have you been doing this? He's been doing it 10 years. He said there was his son's kind of idea from years ago or something, or his car originally or something like that. He started moaning about like the speed bumps that we have in the village.
That's a lot.
It is a lot of them, like 14 or 16 or something. So and we get to the roundabout. It's like the main roundabout you go on the to get onto the A470, which is one of the main roads in Wales, basically. And the lights change on the roundabout to red. So he goes to brake, nothing happens. So he starts frantically pressing pushing the brake pedal, nothing happens. He takes evasive action. He turns the car left.
No power steering.
No power.
On the car.
No power steering. One of these old-fashioned Jaguars. Pulls it to the left to try and. I'm assuming he's trying to get in front of the car that's coming in to a stop to go through the red light. I think because he can't stop the car. I'm assuming that's what he's trying to do. He ends up smashing into the car on the left-hand lane, scratching the front and side of it, bouncing off that into the car on the right-hand lane, bouncing off the side of that, and then coming to a stop then in the left-hand lane. So he's gone bang, bang, and then finished there. He's straight away, he goes, oh my god, the brakes have failed. He gets out of the car. He goes and exchanges his insurance details and everything with the other drivers that were involved. He was late turning up as well, so I said to Tom, my best man, and Beth, and I said to them, God, the rate that's going, we may as well catch the bus. Little did I know that I'd be making a joke with that not 20 minutes later. So he gets out of the car. Tom and Beth, and obviously a bit shook up, look at me. I'm sitting there in the back of the car, literally like this, and I go, the bus doesn't seem like a bad idea now. I stayed that calm. I don't know how, but I think I had tunnel vision or something that day. Maybe it's because I made a YouTube video in the morning, who knows. But I stayed that calm, ice cold. I was like, the bus doesn't seem like a bad idea now.
Like the calmest you had been in like 2 weeks.
Yeah, I've been quite worked up as well. If people in work had told you when you'd met them beforehand.
Your manager told me I can't do any worse of a job than you've done for the past week.
Yeah, I've been terrible. I've been working up to it. And the actual day, I was as cold as ice. And I said, they're like, Rich, what are we going to do? I was like, Tom, here's my mother's number. Speak to my mother. Just chuck him the phone. I know if I phone my mother, say, I've been in a car accident, she's going to panic. But if it comes from Tom, and you as the Tom's fine, then so it's one of those kind of psychological things. But that was fine. Luckily, my sister Ruth had gone up past.
Names.
You've already disclosed names, so it doesn't really matter at this point, does it? Who's Ruth? So she's she'd noticed there'd been a car accident. She'd flown up past us, and she'd phoned me. I told her I'm fine. She panics quite a lot. I'm like, look, it's fine, it's no problem, blah blah blah. Your father found out, so
I forgot to take the guest book up to the evening venue, and they phoned me literally like an hour before this happened, and I said, don't worry, I'll have Richard's mother bring it up now. So his mum had shown up to my parents' house to get this book, and by this point everyone had gone apart from me and my dad. And my dad went out to meet her, and our car was already waiting. My car was there, ready. And my dad was talking to his mother, and I was standing in the doorway, like fully ready to go and everything. And I looked across and I was thinking, oh my god, something's gone on. What's gone on? Is he okay? And my dad comes back and he's like, oh, nothing to worry about. He's just been in a car crash. I went, alright, okay then.
yeah.
And then my dad goes, do you want me to ring him just in case? I'm like, yeah, I think that'd be a good idea. And my father phoned him and he was like, alright, boy. That's how my dad talks. And he's talking to him. And I could hear him on the other side of the phone. So as soon as I could hear your voice and I knew you were okay, I was fine.
Yeah. No, it's not what you expect, is it? Your wedding day, and on the way up to the wedding, you get involved in a car accident. But that's what happened with me. So, long story short, I won't harp on about it too much because it'll take up too much time in the video. But basically, spoke to my mother on the phone, arranged for her to pick us up. Luckily, she'd gone to your place first, so she hadn't.
My place.
Your parents' place, so she hadn't, gone too far away. She was able to swing around and pick us up. The guy got back in the car. He was like, "Should we chance it?" And we were like, "No." Get us to the lay-by. There's a lay-by just up the road. He did like 10 miles an hour up to his lay-by. He's like, "Look, the brakes are working now." He kept braking like our car. Say, "Look, it's braking.
All
Look,
right.
it's braking." Yeah. So he was quite delirious. My parents get us from the lay-by. He was like, I'm awfully sorry. Really worked up and emotional.
Shall we?
Yeah, I got my surname wrong as well. Our surname wrong. My mother very kindly put his wife's number into a mobile. Said, "Look, here's my mobile."
He was really waked up from what you were saying.
Any other scenario, I would have stayed with him. We all would have, and looked after him and did what we can as humans, and you try to, don't you, as best you can. Any of us sort of that sort of compassion, but it's my wedding day and I'm already behind schedule, so I'm supposed to be up there for 2:30. I didn't get it till like 2:45, something like that.
You got there literally just before I got there.
Yeah, and I was supposed to be there and like pack everything, so I'm literally walking in. I'm like,
thankfully everyone found seats quite easily and everything.
I'm like,
everyone mingled.
I get out of the car, like your bridesmaids in the thing and whatever, and they're like, "Oh, where have you been?" I was like, "I've been in a car accident." He's like, "Oh my god!" I was like, "It's okay, I'm here now." And I'm like walking past them all. I've got like I'm saying to Tom, don't look alright. He's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Great."
Really?
Yeah, I did check because you just do, don't you? So I walk up the steps. The registrar and assistant registrar, they waiting for us, whatever. They were like, "Oh, finally," because they've been expecting for me and I'm behind. I was like, "I'm awfully sorry for being in the car accident." They're like, "All right, come on then." I was like, I don't think they believe me. I was like, "No, seriously, I have been in a car accident. It just, whatever, don't matter." I was like, tunnel vision, right? Get to that wedding, get that ceremony, and then I got there and it was great. Do you want to talk about the wedding a little bit now? Ceremony itself.
So then I showed up in the car.
Yeah.
And my dad got out first, and I literally said to him, "You got to make sure he's here." And my bridesmaid was like, "He's just got here." So I was like, "Right, okay, it's going to take me about a good 2-3 minutes to actually get out to the car because of the dress and everything." So I walk up the steps, my dad and like the photographer's taking pictures behind and making sure that my train is all right and everything. And I get to the top, and when you live in the UK, you have to speak separately to the registrar. That's why he needed to be there 2:30, and then I needed to be there 2:45. And I walked into the room following the registrar, and then I nearly fell into the registrar because my heel got caught in like my veil, and I nearly go flying. I was like, catch myself and everything. And then I literally stood outside the room for a good 5 minutes, I would say.
Yeah.
And the registrar's assistant, she was like sorting my dress to make sure that was all okay, to make sure my train was okay, my veil was okay. And I'm like, oh my god, like stop touching me. And then the music started, didn't it?
So we had Assassin's Creed Revelations theme song for the
Meet and Walk Down the Aisle.
Yeah, which is not conventional at all.
It fit really well.
It did fit really well because we got married in a castle. You're not supposed to have. Is it the castle because of the ceremony? I'm not quite sure.
This is because it was a civil ceremony, not a a Christian, like Church of England, Church of Wales, whatever ceremony,
Yeah.
you're not allowed to have religious music.
Yeah.
And the theme for Revelations does sound a little bit religious.
But it's really...
But it's not. It's from a game, obviously.
It's from a game. I think it's really impactful. It's my favourite It's our favourite Assassin's Creed track.
It's my favourite Assassin's Creed game.
I like the game as well. But we'll talk about it in another video. Maybe. If you wanted to hear us, yeah, let us know if you want us to talk about games and shit, me and you. Like a podcast almost.
So I sent my bridesmaid and my niece, who was my flower girl, down. And she was so good, wasn't she?
She was great.
And then they walked down, and then I literally turned to my dad and I was like, Dad, do not let me fall.
Yeah.
And I walked in, and then I had to turn, didn't I, like at a right angle, like a 90-degree angle, and I was like, oh my god, what happens if I fall over into somebody instead? So I started walking down, and I could see him, and I literally blanked everyone else, and I didn't mean to. I had like tunnel vision just for him, which I suppose is like what a normal bride goes through.
Yeah.
And I literally just looked at him and I saw him and he had like tears in his eyes. We didn't let it fall. And I got to like the bottom. He looked at me and I literally turned around and I went, he's crying. It's fine. It means I can marry him.
What a tit. Well done for pointing out to everyone, by the way.
Yeah.
So, yeah, the ceremony was great. It's really surreal. Like, I felt like... I don't know whether if it's felt like I was like Iron Man or something that day, because...
It went so quick.
Yeah, like the whole day now, looking back, it was a blur. Like, being in an accident, you know, everything had gone on with that, and then straight into the ceremony, straight out the ceremony. The ceremony, I think, was no longer than 10 minutes, to be honest with you.
It was 20 minutes.
Ceremony was.
Yeah.
But it felt like a lot less, and even that, you know. So, it was
and
great.
we started early.
Yeah, well, you know.
All things said and done. We started early.
So, fantastic day. We had photos. The weather was great as well. The photos would have been... I would have hoped I've put some in by now in the video, and I would have had them
we
fade
should
in.
put some in as we were like talking.
That's what I'm planning to do. So future Dragon, yeah, well done if done it right. If not, bad rattle. So yeah, that was the photos were great. We had like 2 hours with a photographer near enough, didn't we? Afterwards,
Just me and you.
just me and you, which was great. I felt
But we did have to walk up basically a mountain.
I felt a little bit bad because we basically sent our guests on their way, and then they did get to start.
Everyone said that was really good, but they were just hungry.
Yeah, but they like starved them for 2 hours because you're not supposed to start until like the bride and groom gather you for like stuff like this. We had the reception afterwards in my bowls club, which was great. Then they hosted really well.
Yeah.
And I think this is part of the video we probably say a few thank yous to people. I think because we had a lot of people.
And we're married.
Yeah, we're married.
Yay.
Oh god.
Rings.
We had a lot of people who probably watching this video who actually came to the wedding. So I would like to start off.
My dad cried.
Your dad cried as well. I'd like to start off by thanking Sondre, who came all the way from Norway, who we have not met in the flesh until the wedding. Well, the day before the wedding, or 2 days before.
2 days before the
2
wedding.
days before the wedding. Then,
the Sunday.
Yeah, we saw him on the Sunday. Then hell of a long way. And Sondre, we've been pretty. I say both of us been pretty good friends with him for about 5 years now, probably. We did the podcast together. We've done stuff in the past together. So yeah, that was pretty cool. And then we also had Mr. Pot of Gold himself, Jackasaurus, who has come all the way from the Republic of Ireland. Again, first time we met him over this exchange, which was great. We did some stuff with him. We took him trampolining and also climbing as well, rock climbing in the trees over for the week. So
which is literally like a 20-minute walk from our house.
Yeah,
which is great.
Which we're going to do again. But
I'm convincing his niece to come with me.
Yeah, so
because you don't want to do it again.
No, did a few things with him, which was great as well. I'd like to thank Camille as well, who was Jack's +1. KV, or KV Miller, as you know her as her online name. She came over. She bought us a lovely decanter Game of Thrones set, which was amazing.
And some whiskey.
And some whiskey as well. So thank you for that. Very appreciated. Thank you. And again, came over a long way from Sweden.
We didn't actually say where we walked out to.
Oh, we'll come back. We'll do a little. It's fine. People who watch this video and my channel know that we do things the hard way.
Unconventional.
Unconventionally, yeah. Conventionally unconventional. So, where did I get?
KV.
KV, yeah. So big thank you to you. Thank you. I'd like to thank TJDwarf and his partner. Nicole for coming.
They're amazing. by the
They're
way.
amazing, and that beard's amazing as well. Like, that is one massive chunky beard.
He's exactly as I thought he would
Yeah, and me as well. And it's mad because out of like most of the people that have come that I mentioned have obviously got to travel overseas stuff. He's one of the easiest ones for us to see, and we always seem to just miss him as well because he comes over to do a lot of stuff in Brecon, and we're like half hour or so away from Brecon really, so we're not too far, and it's gutting, but we'll do more with him, definitely more with both of them in the future. And then I've lost my Susu. I'm trying to remember everyone then. So Susu, who we've met before, he came over in the summer. He went to World Tank Fest, I think it was, with a few of his. Tank Fest or World Tank Fest?
Tank Fest.
Just Tank Fest. I don't really pay attention to tanks, to be honest with you. But he went to Tank Fest with people, and we met him for a day, which was great. We took him bowling back then in the summer, and obviously we've met him again now. We took him as well with us to the trampolining and stuff. But again, for him to come all the way over from Ventspils in Latvia, for us, it means a hell of a lot. So thank you to Susu as well. And then finally for my overseas peeps, because I've got one which I haven't mentioned, who you'll know as a big thing of the channel, and that is Lord Rexasaur, aka the weird French dude, aka Warhammer Lore God, aka Sunjetsu Destroyer. Sunjetsu doesn't really do anything anymore on his channel. So I think Rex 1, Sunjetsu 0.
AKA Devon Defiler.
Devon Defiler. I'm running out of nicknames now. Mr. Frog Legs.
AKA Paul.
Paul, yeah. That's his name. Another name just evolves to everyone. I think most people know is. It's in his Twitter. It's in his Twitter bio, for God's sake.
It is.
Yeah, so tough, that's on you. But yeah, again, thank you to him because, first of all, he bought us wonderful presents.
I'm wearing his present.
You're wearing my Liverpool away shirt, which he bought us. So, but you borrowed it. You wear a lot of my stuff anyway, especially my football.
I really
tops.
do. I just don't wear his underwear.
You wouldn't want to. I go for anyone. You wouldn't want to. And then you bought your lovely Lord of the Rings big massive book.
It's gorgeous.
With all three of the books, so well done.
But I did it right.
I did very well. And then, but more importantly, to come over and spend time with us and take part in the wedding and everything was fantastic. And I think he had a great time. Him and his partner. They had some lovely photos. So I saw on his Facebook outside the castle. I did say to his partner, "This
is not how a normal British wedding goes." Because I said the same thing.
Yes, because our wedding, we got married in a castle. I had a car accident on the day of the wedding, and our wedding cake was a fucking dragon. So
we got to put a picture of that.
We'll put pictures up of the wedding cake as well. It was like Game of Thrones kind of themed, I guess, with the dragon.
No, it was. It was a Game of Thrones cake.
Yeah.
I purposely made sure it was like that.
And it's like Dragonheart, which is quite funny because like on the cake, Dave, who works in Wilson, they put on there reserved for Dragonheart because he knows I'm a YouTube personality / person-ish thing. So yeah, that was interesting as well.
It was quite funny. That was well done. And then I bit the head off the dragon.
Yeah, she bit the head off the dragon afterwards. We had some lovely food.
I hope the thrower got some pictures of that.
We got the speeches. Your dad cried in his speech. Tom did a wonderful speech. We're on a bit too long, but I'll talk to him about that. I've got to do it for his wedding because I'm his best man next year. So I'll give you an update in a video next year when we have his wedding. And then my speech was great, I thought. But I'm, biased. But I literally pulled up a chair, sat on like CM Punk, and just said, right, I got a story to tell you. I told him exactly what happened, like I told all of you about the car accident. Everyone was in stitches laughing. It's funny, isn't it? Someone nearly dies and people start laughing. It just shows you what British people are like. And
I completely and utterly missed the part when you're like, my wife looks beautiful, and I completely and utterly missed it because I was too busy getting all the favours for everyone.
Yeah, you just weren't paying attention by that point. And then it was great because we got our good friend Shifty from back when we were young, back when we were in school. We known him 10 years, we've known him a bit longer. We had him as our DJ, and it was nice to sort of he sang our first dance, which was amazing. It was perfect by Ed Sheeran, perfect in more ways than one. And he had karaoke, so after we had 2 drinks, you knew it was going to happen. Me and Jackasaurus did Tenacious D, which was amazing because we've literally sung that so many times on stream together in the past. And then we got to do like Bohemian Rhapsody and stuff. Like we did We did that on the channel at one stage as well. Best band ever. And I got to sing Islands in the Stream with Shifty, and he did a really good impersonation of a female.
He makes a good girl.
Yeah, he makes a good girl. So I can't sing. I discovered that. I knew that anyway. I think I can do. I'm okay at certain things, but I just when I note change is awful. I think that's what I'm trying to say. But apart from that, the day was fantastic. Like I said, I want to thank everybody that made it a special day for us. People who travelled from far and wide. These Pokemon. Oh, sorry, wrong thing. I said far and wide, and my brain said Pokemon theme. So apologies for that. And also because I got two little cats running around as well, and that's also making me think of Pokemon. Arcanine, use Ember. I should put like a fire effect
Yes.
on through. Anyway, rambling now. So anything else you'd like to add?
Why not?
Basically, yeah. So thank you for watching this very unconventionally conventional video.
Very long.
Very long video. We were like 25 minutes in by here. But we had a fantastic wedding. We had a great time. Big thanks to all people that took part in the wedding.
Took part.
I know, I make it sound like
Competition.
This is the competition.
It makes it sound like competition.
This is like the YouTube side of me, like
Well then, everyone who took part.
the usual spiely YouTuber just shouts out, "Oh yes, thank you for taking part. Take part in the stream. We'll see you next time." Ooh, that's fine. And yeah, we'll end the video there. I've been Dragonheart, the Prince of Wales. It's been my wife,
Yeah.
Panda, Princess of Wales, first of her name. Till next time. Bye.
Bye.